Today is the nation that will be making their debut at the Copa America. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Okay, I won't be singing the national anthem. Okay, I will, but only if y'all hit the subscribe button and catch more videos regarding the Euros in Copa. Speaking of Copa, Canada is a team looking to cause an upset not just in Group A, but the entire tournament. Looking at the group stage proceeding thus far, they've managed to win against Peru, much to the dismay of Chile, a team heavily expected to make it to the knockout stages. However, the 6th of July will be a day cherished by all Canadian fans as they look to find out their round of 16 opponents between Ecuador, Mexico, or Venezuela. No one expected Canada to make it to the knockout stages, but I'm here to tell you that one of the biggest reasons involves this man right here. Number 1. The appointment of Marsh. When Canadian FA first announced that Marsh would be taking the reins from John Herneman, the news was met with a lot of criticism. But Marsh was relegated. Marsh is inexperienced when it comes to tournament football. Marsh can't deal with characters like Davies, Marsh this and Marsh that, and the funny thing is, we're literally in June. It was an endless scrutiny by the media of the American. However, fast forward months later, Jesse Marsh has succeeded in the group stages and clinched the knockout spot despite facing teams like Chile and world champions Argentina. We are not satisfied. The group are not satisfied. They want to keep going. Safe to say the appointment of a proven winner in Jesse Marsh will help Alphonso Davies and co. to extend their run in the tournament. Still, let's push the recent successes of the group stage at the back of our minds. Why? Well, because Canada faces a number of issues that have indeed been overlooked by many fans, pundits, and sports journalists overall. Number 2. Fundamental issues within. Listen to the words coming directly from one of the people inside the Canadian FA. We are in a real struggle. It's not imminent, but we need to explore what bankruptcy entails and how it might affect our organization. This comes a year after the conclusion of Canada's 2022 World Cup campaign. One would think the FA would be looking to build on from this achievement. However, cases of lack thereof in financial transparency, as well as financial neglect, have resulted in the Canadian FA facing major financial issues. Indeed, it would not be a reach to say that these internal issues have made way to the dressing room. Canada bowed out to the United States in last year's Gold Cup and subsequently went on a poor run of form, including a shocking 4-1 loss to Japan. Additionally, the team hit yet another snag, a bottle job performance that saw them lose 2-3 after Jamaica's comeback in the CONCACAF. The FA faces more issues as the dismissal of the previous manager has been heavily criticized with poor governance of club affairs. Fans argue that the right idea should have been to stick with Herneman, improve the youth, and to strengthen the squad with some good friendlies. Moving on, let's look at another aspect of this team. Number 3. Alphonso Davies. Back when Bayern Munich faced Real Madrid, Thomas Tuchel made an interesting tactical plan that caught viewers' attention. The decision to play Alphonso Davies as an attacking forward. Hear me out. Now you've seen how good this dude is as an attacking fullback, right? But as a forward? Wow, he's totally insane. Look at this awesome wing play and outrageous goal against the Real. He's been one of the best fullbacks in German football for a number of seasons now, including 2 appearances in the team of the season. He's amassed a decorative total of 22 trophies, including a Champions League title. Although plagued by injuries and inconsistencies, Davies has struggled to return to his best form. Davies provides strength, pace, aerial ability, experience, as well as the fact that he's the closest thing Canada has to a world-class figure bar champagne poppy, that is. Apart from Alphonso Davies, the team will also need to rely on the strengths of Jonathan David. His numbers show that the young striker has managed 23 goal involvements in 34 league matches for Lille. His cup competition form shows him involved in 3 games, scoring 3 goals. Having been linked to a number of clubs this summer, Jonathan David gives Canada a major threat as the attacker will look to justify his value and his link to various clubs in the upcoming knockout stages. With that said, it'll be interesting to see how Jesse Marsh utilizes his attacking arsenal against the better teams in the competition. In fact, let's dissect the tactical play. In attack, the use of Jonathan David will be key as he's a striker who specializes in link-up play. Ideally, you would want Jonathan David in and around the midfield, dropping as a false 9, while pacey players like Alphonso Davies and Buchanan make runs in behind him. This will enable them to shine, as the pair specializes in 1v1 situations. On the other hand, defense wins you titles, and this is something that should be echoed to Jesse Marsch. In the past, whether at RB Salzburg or Leeds United, Marsch teams have been known to leak goals. Once Canada addresses their number 4 defense issues, there's no doubt the team will go far. Canada is playing the high-risk football. Thing is, since Buchanan and Davies press up high in order to exploit the spaces left behind, it does leave them a bit naked at the back, with Bambito and Cornelius having to stretch out to wide positions. And this is the main reason why we've seen Canada lose with ridiculous scorelines in the past. However, strangely enough, that hasn't happened at this tournament. Although they did lose to Argentina in their opening game, by their standards, it should be somewhat of a minor salvation victory since they were beaten by just 2 goals. Despite the fact that Argentina generated a total of 19 shots with 9 of them on target, the positive to take away that has been echoed throughout this video remains the same. Canada have looked much better defensively, and they owe this to the recent performances of their goalkeeper, Maxime Crépeau. The keeper has maintained impressive goal-saving form as his only concessions came against Messi and Argentina. All in all, if Crépeau can keep his performances up, there's no telling how far Canada can go in this tournament. Apart from the keeper, Marsch needs to get his tactics spot on and will need his superstar Davies to perform. All of these incentives put together, mixed with the element of luck that our beautiful game always seems to produce, Canada can cause an upset, and this is the scariest truth no one is acknowledging.